dry fire training getting a little boring? Maybe you're trying to get ready for competition season. Let me show you a couple of targets that I'm using to help me sharpen my skills. Now, as much as I like dry fire training, well, sometimes you just don't get the actual feel. That's why I started playing around with Airsoft. Now, are these perfect? No. But they're really good replicas, and the triggers are not that bad. I mean, they're nowhere near what a regular gun should be, but you can still work on your trigger pull. Now, my wife and I, we love shooting on steel. In fact, I found 3 steel targets that we shoot on with the Airsoft up in the garage. Now, I have a link down in the description below to these targets. I got them all on Amazon. But let's check these things out. We have a Texas Star. We also have a Rotary Plate Rack. And then we have an actual plate rack, as you can see here. Now, we always shoot on the plate racks down at our range because, well, that's the steel that's out. Other than some oxy tanks, there's always a plate rack. But now that we have things like the Rotary and the Texas Star, man, the plate racks just seem boring anymore. Now, the way these things work is that the little steel targets are held on just by a magnet, and you can see they'll just come right off when you hit them. Now, as you can see, this Texas Star does spin. And the whole idea of this is that when you shoot one of the targets away, it starts rocking back and forth. And as you start taking more, it can actually start spinning up until finally you get all of your targets off. Now, on this Rotary Plate Rack, you do have these little tabs. They're weights. That way you can get this thing to stay still until finally you get one off, and what happens is they start flopping back and forth. And it's just like a Texas Star. This thing will just start spinning back and forth until finally you get all of your targets off. Now, this works just like a regular plate rack where you shoot your targets down. And then you can pull the string to reset the targets. Now, this plate rack has some issues. It's fun, but you can see these things will move really easy. And sometimes if you hit the metal, all the plates will go down. So there should be a little more friction to this. We like shooting it, but nowhere near the other targets. The other problem I had is that they have these little spacers here, and you can see in the picture that I actually had to put a zip tie here because they cut the spacer a little short. Now, it's fine. We like this target, but nowhere near the other targets. And the other targets do give you a better workout on your sights because, well, they're moving. So I want to hear in the comments down below, what do you think about using Airsoft to further your training, especially when you're talking about these type of targets? Thanks for watching. Hope you're staying safe out there, and look forward to seeing you again soon.